Hey Charlotte County, as you can see we are back at Leo Affairs where if you're following my stuff, a lot of this stuff has happened here in Charlotte County. This is a place where they outed me. This is where a lot of people don't know. This is where cops and sheriffs and regular people can go chat, and you can do it anonymously also. And as you can see, Forum, U.S. States, Florida, Charlotte County Sheriff's Office, and the topic was dispatch. And yeah, they totally outed me, outed all my information. And we did a FOIA search, found out Robert Tuck did it, and we found out he is a corrupt bastard. In fact, that's why one of the lawyers here in town contacted every single news agency he knew to tell him what happened, you know, to possibly save our life, man, because this guy's not a good guy. He didn't look up all my information to bring me flowers. So, you know, in these chat rooms, you know, they keep telling me we're not corrupt, we never did anything wrong, and if you've been following my YouTube and or this area, they just busted 2 more corrupt cops. And the reason why we're complaining about it is because one of the cops, he quit before he could get reprimanded or whatever else he did. He's been in multiple bar fights through the years. He's never charged. He quit. Here's the reason. He quit so he can get another job somewhere else, okay? This is a scam. He has no charge, so he can still get hired. And we're getting into another fight in these chat rooms because, you know, as you see right here, that's the point that I made. You know, he got fired, but, you know, not charged. Now he's going to get another job. And then what's really funny is they busted another cop. His name is Nardi, Sheriff Nardi. Holy crap, man. This guy stalked his ex-girlfriend and all of her friends and boyfriends, used the David system, the NCIS system. They got GPS stuff on it. I guess his file, IA report, is long. So here's what happened. He is not freaking charged. If you or me did that, we would be charged. We would be in trouble. Period. It'd be on our record forever. You know, if they actually do get a charge, they actually get it off their record. Like, I think it's 2 or 3 years. It's a joke. It's a scam. So here again, guess what? He was fired, no charge. Guess what? He can get a job again somewhere else so he can stalk somebody else again. Okay? This is nuts. This is not right. This is bull crap. And so as you see, I made a comment here, and everybody should. You should get in here and find out what these corrupt bastards are saying. This is bull crap. This is like 2 different forms of justice. One form of justice for the thick blue line of corruption, and one for us regular people. Holy crap. So, you know, 2 more corrupts gone, and then look at that. See, here we go again. Just because I point something out, Crazy Sheets has it again. Angie, the 2 deputies we were talking about are held responsible for the FOIA charges and were fired. 1 resigned. Any possible criminal charges reported to the state attorney's office. The state attorney's office has a decision to either prosecute the case or not. So here's another problem. Did you know the state attorney and or prosecutor is a cop? How often do cops really go against cops? And here's the other scam. They usually will charge a cop with a misdemeanor. Okay, they'll say, okay, see, we did charge him. It's a misdemeanor. Guess what the scam is? A misdemeanor, you don't lose your license. You still get hired somewhere else. It's a frickin' scam. This Andrew Nardi guy, or what, Anthony Nardi, you know, oh my God, he stalked the piss out of his ex-girlfriend and all of her friends. It's bad. I can't wait to get the report. I already did a FOIA request. Everybody needs to learn how to do a FOIA request. You know, the cops and the sheriffs hold you accountable every single day. You need to hold them accountable. It's like, who's watching the chicken coop? If nobody's watching the chicken coop, guess what? The fox is here, man. Really big. Bad. So that's what all the, you know, the new fight here is all about. And, you know, and this is insane. You just busted 2 more and you still say that you've done nothing wrong. Freaking, you know who's mental, man? The freaking cops and the freaking sheriffs. This is insane. Or they can determine it wasn't a criminal act and won't be able to prove it in court. The sole decision is to prosecute the state attorney's office, sheriff's office. If there was any legal corruption going on, they would have been forwarded to the state attorney's office for potential prosecution. In this case, the case were investigating and forwarded to prosecution and deputies were fired. So there's absolutely no corruption. Again, if you try making something out of nothing, you always keep referring to Ken Hill getting a case thrown in a cart. Start trying to convince people there is a criminal case and tell the truth. The fact is, is the case was a civil case dispute between you and your neighbor, and the court and the judge told you you had no standing, so when you do not get your way, you automatically scream corruption. If you stop trying to make something out of nothing, stop trying to get your 5 minutes of fame, stop being a psychotic idiot, maybe you would get along with your neighbors. Just saying. So this is what he's talking about. This is where it all started, is yes, this neighborhood sucks balls. We wondered why we got the house so cheap. Well, now we know why, because the neighborhood sucks balls. One of the neighbors turned into a psycho, took him to court for stalking. I mean, we hit our stalking order against him within an hour when he filed. And it must have been a good case because he hired the best attorney in town. And by the way, his family is corrupt, Michael P. Haymans. His father was a judge and was disbarred, taken off the bench because of the corruption. So anyways, literally 5 minutes before court started, I went there by myself and with my pastor from church. They got the judge switched out. The judge that gave me the stalking order on the bad neighbor, they switched the judge, so now we got a new judge. And like I said, he hired the best attorney in town, and the sheriff deputy Ken, who is dead now, probably from guilt from all the crap that he did to people for victimless crimes, committed perjury in court and got it thrown out. So literally, what they're telling you here, and it's true, this neighborhood is why Charlotte County COPWATCH started. Because of that woke me up. I'm like, holy crap, man, this is corrupt. And then I found out it's so corrupt, it's beyond my wildest dreams. You know, because when that happened, I was thinking to myself, man, if this happened to me, what else is happening out there? And I'm like, and now we're finding out. This is insane. So that's the story. It's true. But I guess if you try to bust corruption there, you try to tell your story of what happened, you're psychotic, you do meth, blah, blah, blah. It's really, really sad, man. Okay, there you go. How did these officers, and here's some responses for people that have a brain. How did these officers not get fired because of corrupt acts? How is allowing corrupt officers to get hired somewhere else not corrupt? These were forwarded to the state attorneys and nothing was done. How is that not corruption? Is corruption a civil case any less corrupt than a criminal case? Correction. Is corruption in a civil case any less corrupt than a criminal case? And then, of course, they don't like people, bringing up points. And, yeah, your post makes no sense. They were fired. Who frickin' cares if they were fired, you stupid ass? Jesus Christ, man. They should be charged. That one sheriff had multiple bar fights. Judas Priest. That's talking where you got an attitude problem. You should not be messing with people because your attitude sucks. You're probably an alcoholic. The other guy, Nardi, oh my God, stalk, 30 pages I've heard of proof of him stalking using the David system and the NCI system on him and all our friends. Wow. And you say that's normal? You guys are sick. What do you think?
Noon, Week News has brand new developments about two internal investigations by the Charlotte County Sheriff's Office.
Big question, are we any closer to the answers? Week News reporter Christy Gross, she was at this morning's presser. She joins us live there. Christy, what are we learning here now at noon?
Yeah, Sean, Sheriff Prummell held this press conference to update us on a couple of internal affairs investigations that have to do with deputies' misconduct. That first case has to do with the Sergeant Lance Holden. We first told you about him about a month ago when the sheriff's office told us he was involved in a drunken shoving match with a friend at a sports bar. The state attorney's office was also investigating this case, but ultimately decided not to prosecute because no one involved wanted to press charges. Holden was given a disciplinary notice, but resigned before he ever met with Sheriff Prummell. The second case involves a deputy, Anthony Nardi, who was fired after allegations of what the sheriff's office is calling dating violence and stalking of a woman. The state attorney's office is also investigating this case, but hasn't decided whether or not they will pursue charges. This is what the sheriff had to say about the growing number of incidences involving his deputies.
There's no doubt that I've had a rash of stupid going on here in this agency here lately. We train our members, and our members are told what is expected of them. But at the end of the day, they made a choice, and now they have to live with the consequences of their choice and their actions.
When asked if he's worried that the public is losing confidence in his department, Sheriff Prummell asked that the actions of a few not be seen as a reflection of his department as a whole. Live in Charlotte County, Christy Gross, Wink News Now.